All right. Well, good Saturday morning to everybody. I am doing a live stream. I'm trying a new experiment in my studio today. What I'm doing is I am going to use a different audio interface. Right now I have it set to using the 18i20 audio interface, which I will switch the camera so you could see the 18i20. The 18i20 is the red mixer all the way at the top. You see the two inputs up there going in there. And I can zoom that in so that you can actually see it a little bit better. So let me focus in on the connection there. But that red audio interface at the top there, that is my 18i20. It's made by Focusrite, and I've got two the right and left outs of my mixer, which you can see right there when I pull it back a little bit more. So that's my mixing board, and the inputs are coming out of you see where that little Focusrite 2i2 is on the right side of that, coming out of there and going up into that audio interface. But what I want to do is I want to use this 2i2 for these instead of the 18i20, and I also want to use the headphone out on this mixer to try and monitor the mix that I'm getting out of the board through the mixing board, so that way I get a truer audio feed coming out of the board. Now right now I've got some EQ and some settings on here, but I'd like to try and dial in the sound of that board in my headphones, and then hopefully you hear exactly what I'm hearing. So I have I have a bunch of filters. I don't know if I can show you this, but let me see. Is it that the screen? Yeah. Okay. On this this is my Focusrite 18i20 input for audio on OBS Studio, and if I go to where it says filter here, you'll see I have a 3-band EQ on here. I have a limiter, but I'm not using it at the moment, but I'm going to use it. That's probably the only thing that I'm going to use for this. And then I have noise suppression, which you can't use when you do a live stream of a band. And I do have some gain on here just to make sure the levels are good. But I might end up nixing the gain and the noise suppression and the 3-band EQ and just using the limiter and dialing in the sounds on the mixing board. But I want to try and monitor what's coming out of that mixer. But I have to plug in that audio interface into my computer, the 2i2, so that I can switch back and forth between them. So I'm going to switch over to that camera where you can see the 2i2, and I have a cable that I need. I think it's already attached to the 2i2. That cable right there, I need to plug that into my computer. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but we'll figure it out. I have let me show you this. I have these little adapters that I use. It goes from C to A, and I'm going to plug it into, I have a little hey. Okay, I guess the audio's back. That was weird. I want to add the 2i2 as a audio input capture device on here. So audio input capture device. Let me go back to the computer share screen camera. Cancel. Okay, there we go. All right, but I have to add it as an audio device in my scene here. So I want to add an audio input capture device. And then I'm going to name it Focusrite 2i2, and hopefully it's in here. But it looks like it's not, and I don't know why. I wonder if I have to unplug. Let me unplug the other audio device. Hold on. So I might not have to. Oh, I got audio. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't show that the 2i2 is an audio device here, so I don't know what's going to happen. So maybe I can just switch back and forth between them. All right, cool. All right, uh-oh. What's happening here? Things are crazy, man. This is I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I've got two audio devices now. All right, I'm going to delete that audio device. Remove. Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to unplug the 18i20 and plug in the 2i2 to see if I get audio coming through there. But I have to do some things. So I'm going to put you on this camera here so you can see me, the things that I do. All right. So I have to unplug the 18i20 and then plug it into the 2i2. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So it's going to go quiet for a bit and then I'll come right back. There we go. Ooh, that's hot. So now I'm going through the audio interface, and I'm going to take the gain off of there. Taking the gain. It's still really loud. There we go. Now I got the at a good level right there. All right, let me go back to my screen share so you can see what I'm doing here. But here is right here is the, oh my god, that is super loud. Okay. All right, check 1 2, check. All right, I think it's good now. Should be good now. Now I can raise the volume up so that I'm not clipping. Check 1 2, check 1 2, check. And I think I need to come up. I needed to come up a little bit. All right, I think that's good. Now I can bring the volume down a little bit. Oh, it's not even. Check 1 2, check. There we go. Now it's even. Okay, cool. Hey, check 1 2. All right, and you see it. Now when I go back to this camera, you'll see the audio interface lighting up when I speak. It's just flashing, and it's at a good level. But now I want to put my headphones into the board so I know exactly what the sound is coming out of that board. So let me try that. Let me grab my glasses because I can't see. All right, so I'm not hearing anything coming out of the phones because I'm not really sure how to get the audio to go into the phones on my mixer, because I want to do some direct monitoring. So I've got I'm using a different audio interface today. I'm using that boy, I see the level. Oh, there we go. Okay. Man. So if you look on this camera, I was using the red audio interface, the 18i20 up at the top for my audio for this live stream. But then I switched it to this 2i2, the small one that you see down there. And I'm just trying to get a good nice crisp signal. And it looks like it's a little imbalanced. There we go. That should be almost there. Okay, that should be good. So I'm trying to use this little interface right here. I want to use that for a live stream that I do outside rather than bring my whole big audio interface. Well, because I have two boards. I have this tangent board right here, and I also have a Mackie board. Okay, check 1 2. Oh man. Check 1 2. 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 There we go. Okay, now I got headphones. I can hear my headphones now. And I want to crank it up because I want to make sure that the levels, I'm not sure what you're hearing on your end. But, that was a little too loud. All right, I'm just trying to dial in the sound here with this little audio interface that you see right here. Let me pan over here. That's my Focusrite 2i2. So now all the audio is coming out of there from my mixer. And, oh, there we go. Now I can turn that down a little bit. I mean, you're probably getting quite a bit of hiss. Probably getting quite a bit of hiss. I'll have to adjust that accordingly. But I have got the headphones cranked. All right, trying to balance that. Trying to balance the levels out a little bit. I'm not really sure what it sounded like to you, but I'm hearing a lot of hiss. So I don't think I can monitor. I don't think I can monitor the mix through the board. I have to monitor it through the audio interface. So let me go ahead and do that. Well, I'm getting a lot of hiss, but I can definitely hear. Let me see. I'm going to bring the mic over here a little bit, and then I'm going to adjust. Pan, check 1 2, check 1 2. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, very good. So right now, I got, there we go. Okay, check 1 2, and then check 1 2, and I need to pull up that a little bit, even out the signal. There we go. All right, cool. I think I got a really good mix going. I'm not sure how it's sounding, if you're getting a lot of like stereo hiss noise, but I also want to do a little experiment. So I'm going to switch you over to this screen. And now you're looking at OBS Studio, which is what I use. And I've got the audio interface set right here. And I can actually come up a little bit with the volume because it's right at the, just at the edge of the red, which is good. But I want to take off the filters that are on here. Which I have a 3-band EQ, and I have noise suppression on. Alright, but then I also want to put a limiter on here, and then I can crank it up. Crank it up so where if I go real high like that, it's only going to go right there. But I just want to try to eliminate the hiss in the audio as much as possible. So I don't know if I'm achieving that, but in my headphones it sounds really noisy. Like I hear that hiss quite a bit. Now I can put the noise suppression on, and you might not be able to hear that hiss, but I can't do that when I do a live stream. But I'm getting a really good signal right now from this board. Nice strong signal. I can turn down the mains, but then I have to increase the gain here, which might, let me turn that down a little bit. And I really want to crank up the main mix volume here. Check 1 2. All right, let me take that limiter off. Oh, there we go. Hey, it's back. I think we just timed out. on the audio. That's all. Anyways, I'm going to turn the limiter off. Turning the limiter off and then making sure I got good level. Let me go up a little bit. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Hey, check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. Hey, all right. All right, it took the limiter off. But I can reinstate the limiter. But you can hear my my stomach there. But I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. Bring it down a little bit. And I want that to be nice and loud. Okay, check 1 2, check 1 2. Hey, check 1 2. There we go. And I just want to check the hiss on here. So I'm live streaming right now, and this mic is picking up a lot. Actually, it's picking up a lot. It sounds a little bit tinny. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Not too. But I want the gain to be pretty good. Alright, I got it set pretty good right now. There we go. Hey, check 1 2, check. Now I hear a lot of hiss in my headphones, but I don't know. Stream audio 128 is what it's recommended settings. If I go to output on the audio, let's see, 48 kilohertz. Go to output, audio 128. I got everything set to 128. So I don't know what it's telling me here, but it looks good now, I guess. Okay. But yeah, just trying out different things. And I want to, after I get done here, I want to check to see how the audio sounds. You know, I think I might. I think I needed to go up a little bit. So there you go. Now I'm getting a lot of audio hiss in my headphones, and I don't know if that's what you're hearing as well. But I'm just experimenting here. So I'm going to, what am I going to do here? I think I'm going to stop the live stream and then revisit it and just listen to it. But that's what I'm doing today. So I'm doing all kinds of experimenting. So stopping this live